Woo! All right.
We have one Pano off for trade. It's the Stefan Leonardi. For his Stargirls. And
Whatnot going on right now, folks?
I bought a new pen.
All right. So, howdy. We got some stuff we are doing. We're going to be working on a couple of things. I wanted to show off to no one. I want to show off the Kevin Smith due to today is Batman Day. So, hey, happy Batman Day for everybody. And then this is the sketch that we worked on that is so far going to be on. Let me get this out. And this is, I wish I could sell it. If I sell it, I'm going to sell it for what I want. But here we go. So we've got Kevin Smith on the Batman. Eventually, he'll have his bat symbol and stuff. I don't know why. You know, of all the things to draw on a Batman sketch cover, Kevin Smith. But this will be my comic. So I love Kevin Smith. I would really like to see Kevin Smith do an animated Batman series. I think it'd be really cool. He's done some great writings for it, for a different series. I just think it would be super fun. Two cards I just came across that I have not finished, which is definitely GI Soldier or GI Robot and Dr. Phosphorus. I'm not as excited about Dr. Phosphorus, but this guy, GI, come on now. Yeah, we'll do that. It's super exciting. So that's what we'll be working on. I do have commissions open. You can buy cards, and then we can. You just when you purchase a card, you just say, "Hey, could you draw me this?" Or even before, you could always ask if I could draw it before. That's never an issue. So, but yeah, we'll be rocking in a bit. And then recently just finished this Slimer. This is for our challenges that I have with a buddy of mine. Once a week we do a card challenge. I might do something to this later on, but this is supposed to be a reference to the old Frightful Films trading card series. That's why Slimer looks so weird. I don't know if it was a copyright issue or something, but man, just the reference photo is weird. But it's also up for sale. So I will definitely also working on trying to get other stuff available at other platforms. But definitely, we are trying to get stuff moving. So, and I think if this is true, my count's off on my cards. This is all I have left, and then I've got to get another set of sketch cards made. So we're running super low on our own personal stock. So plenty of other other things, but personal stock stuff, no. So looks like I'm gonna have to get that figured out soon, hopefully. Looking at utilizing some of the other Marvel cards, backs and possibly incorporating something that I want for my own back. Since mine have this kind of weird old baseball card look to it, I think I want to go with an old Marvel card series back, where it has like maybe a drawing of me. I'm gonna show off for a hot second. I just picked up this massive stack of cards for $15. It's like almost half the whole set, man. There's no way. Anyway, so I'm thinking of replicating something similar to this, not copying it exactly, but even doing like a little head portrait like that of myself, and then have sketch card stuff on there. I might even replicate this border and put it on the back of it, kind of putting the both together. Sorry, that's super blurry. Come on, man. And this is probably my camera telling me to just stop moving things around. But anyway, that's the next idea for the next card set. But that's definitely the idea. But I'm gonna keep saying just stuff. But yeah, Kevin Smith, and I don't know if I have any other sketches. Oh, if anyone follows on Instagram, this is probably going to be the next challenge, which is a Bill Sienkiewicz Wolverine from 1994, maybe. I don't remember where this card came from, but I was trying to sketch it, and it was one of the weirdest cards in the 90s that I was obsessed with because I hated it. I hated how Wolverine's costume was floppy in weird spots, and it was just such a messy card. Then the older I got, the more I loved his style. So that's going to be on the table for the next thing. And then last week, commission for a earthworm spawn. That did turn out really well. You could definitely check out my Instagram, Earthworm Jim. So you could definitely start getting going on some of this. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you guys have had a good week. Hopefully Saturday has been a good time for you guys. I have been busy since like, I don't know, 9 this morning. Helping people out with some of their stuff that they're doing, and lots of working on a house with some remodeling stuff, going on roofs. I didn't do a whole lot other than sit there and just kind of pass tools. At my age, I'm okay with just passing tools. Like, here you go, man. Good luck. Have fun with that. But when it comes to interior stuff, I'm fantastic with a paintbrush and scraper. So end up doing that for several hours. But now I'm just ready and happy to start doing some of this stuff. So here recently, I have seen that there's a new Thought Lost. Boom. Doesn't take much. But anyway. Okay. Let's start on Dr. Phosphorus. And I have not seen the Creature Commandos. I haven't seen that. I dropped HBO some time ago. So, the second these other things were coming out, it was like, oh, of course, I didn't. I'm not getting them, get to see all this stuff. I'm not going to see Superman on it. Yeah, it's fine. So I just think the characters and the TikTok stuff people have shared has been pretty funny. So, but I remember G.I. Robot from collecting comics and stuff, and I never picked it up, but I always thought that was just a kind of a interesting concept of a character. So definitely thought it was cool to, and I like how he's portrayed in that, at least the clips I have seen. So I think it's really neat. And then Phosphorus, like I remembered seeing him in Batman Beyond, but I think he was named something different. But yeah, either way, interesting character. But definitely at some point I'll probably hop back on HBO. It seemed really cool. I haven't heard anyone really complain about it. Now I'm at the point where like having 18 things to stream or different streaming services is just too expensive. Then just trying to cut down on extra expenses that are unnecessary. And I have so much physical media already that it's not like I'll ever run out of things to watch. I may get bored with some of it, but not all of it. So I think it's kind of funny. All right. And I think the only thing that I've got streaming wise, I think is Amazon, just because we have that subscription already. It comes with it. It just makes it easier to watch some of that stuff. I've been watching at least the Batman Cape Crusader series, which is all right. I'm not a huge fan. I don't mind that things have been changed about the Batman lore and stuff. I mean, it's close enough, and I like them trying to try different things to make old characters seem new again. So I like the female Penguin and stuff. I think that's a fun spin, and the fact that people like her instead of being appalled by her. I think that's kind of cool. So, of course, Invincible, Fallout. Those shows are pretty good. So I'm not truly like starving from inspiration and fun things. But whew, I have no clue if any of you guys are playing any video games or if you guys are on the Silk Song bandwagon. My kids are obsessed, so I've had to watch lots of videos. I don't have time to play that game too much. Played like maybe an hour of it. Pretty fun game. Great, wonderful art design in that game. So good. So it has been super enjoyable. But I'm also not, like I said, I've only got maybe an hour in that gameplay. I have like limited patience. But um so yeah. So is anyone excited about any new card sets coming out or any artist coming out with new stuff? Because there isn't been a whole lot of card sets I've been looking at or card artists that I've been jonesing to either get my hands on a piece or anything. I think I don't know. I don't know if I'm now getting not tired of seeing some of the repetition of like Upper Deck or the top stuff. Because definitely, man, character after character, you're just seeing the same stuff over and over. But I also haven't seen like any announcements of any like card sets that I've been like really geeked out over. And the Marvel card sets, like I've showed you the, if you're here earlier, the 91 set. Like it just, there's such a new feeling, even seeing the old ones, because they just have such fun stuff to them. It's not the same. You know, I've seen the annual sets and stuff like that, and they're okay. I think also the other thing is the burnout of multiple colors, man. Like if you get the Crimson Daredevil or the I don't know. They have so many different color combinations that you could get of each card. I think DC's doing it too. It's just kind of like, eh. I like. Here's the old person to me. I like the old sets where they had artists popping in and being like, "Hey, we're doing these." Um, I mean, Tops has Disney. I don't even think they have anything else but Disney. I know they have other stuff, but I think even didn't was it Tops or Upper Deck said that they were done with even baseball cards. Done out of the game. I mean, but they've got anything for Disney, they could do it. Anything for Star Wars, they could do it. Anything for Marvel. So it's just incredible on the amount of properties that they do. So it's astounding. There we go. I don't know, man. And then I was watching a guy. He's super good, and I forgot his name, so I apologize. Because I mean, I'd promote him. But he opens up packs on YouTube, um, and I like watching his stuff because he gets the stuff from like Alibaba and stuff like that. You know, the guy takes insane risks on stuff that. I mean, it's also like $20 for like a full box of cards. Let me look it up real quick. I love with his stuff. Um, I've got it on the tip of my tongue too while I'm pulling it up. Nope, 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 nope. I think it's like the archivist. Oh, sweet. But he and like the cards that are, of course, not licensed, genuine licensed, they're still amazing looking cards. Like they, man, love foil cards and stuff. So it's pretty cool to see like all the different stuff that he gets and like how they're also graded differently. Instead of something being rare, super rare, it's super rare. But anyway, of course, I cannot find a single thing on it. Anyway, okay. Not that important. Yep. So, anywho, let's let him sit because I don't know what to do for the background. I'm just spitballing. So he looks nice now. GI Robot. I'm going to have to pull up a little picture of GI Robot. Oh, hey, it's Jeff. Yeah. So, funny story, Jeff. Hannah's out of town. So, me and my friend Hannah go to the store that Jeff helps run, All Yeah Comics here in Muncie. And it's our routine now to go every Saturday, you know. And not this time because she is in Michigan. And then I'm, still here. But my card got compromised yesterday when I was coming home from work. And so my bank alerted me and was like, hey, do you want to turn your card off? I was like, yeah, that'd be great. Turn my card off. Guess what I can't buy? Can't buy anything because I don't have a card on me. And I couldn't pull out any money. So I tried going out to grab a bite to eat real quick and I had to use, it was funny. I messed up. But, so yeah. But we'll be back. We'll be in this coming up Saturday for sure, Jeff. GI Combat. So he has red eyes. That's really cool. We could just even start with that. There we go. Let's do that. So he's pretty. He is not really complicated, man. GI Robot's not complex at all. Could almost make him that color. Yep, why not? We'll do that. Well, we could do that actually. Yeah, let's do that. Ho ho. Make him dirty. All right. that done. All right. I think I know what I am going to do though. We'll make it. Wait. So Jeff, did someone else go in for me today? That would not be very cool, man. Which is kind of funny. Bought me lunch today. Shouldn't be getting my comics, but also would not complain. Super excited to read a couple of those books that came out this week. Kind of excited. I'm also going to have to, Jeff, I'll have to bring in, once I get it finished, the sketch cover for the Batman I bought last week. I've already started a little bit on it. And definitely, I mean, I'm not ever going to sell it. It's pretty funny. Just because I felt the need to do something different than I think what other people would do with those covers, I guess. But hopefully today was a good day for you at the shop. I imagine it was probably the normal, nice people coming in and whatnot. I don't know if he told you guys that we ended up on a roof and everything, doing all sorts of fun stuff, home repairs. It was a good day. I enjoyed myself. That's good. Glad it was quite busy. It was Batman Day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys had incentives for Batman Day. And I cannot, I think it was one of the Davids showed a Batman haul today. So I don't know if that was from you guys or so. But yeah, I know friend Hannah was a bit sad that she was not able to participate with Batman Day. She's beat sad, but it's all right. I think every day is Batman Day for her. Here we go. Did anyone come to the store dressed as Batman for Batman Day? Like, that would have been. Oh, jeez. That's a shame. That's the kind of, day it should have been. People coming in costume and stuff and going, it's Batman Day. No. All these people had one job and they all failed. Dang. All right, let's. Okay. Hmm. So, Jeff, I have a question. How many people talked about Wolverine this week being in the vicinity um, with you guys? I imagine it would be like 50% of the people that came in. Um, I thought it was kind of funny that it just kind of blew up the way it did. For you guys who don't know, Hugh Jackman made a weird surprise visit at the local college here in Muncie, Indiana, because he's dating an adjunct professor here, and so word spread huge, and everybody. It seemed like those people that um, that really like the X-Men movies and like the Greatest Showman and stuff like that all lost their mind and was like, "Oh, you Jackman's here." I mean, yeah, kind of cool, but I don't know. I didn't get to see him, but it definitely sparked all sorts of stuff. People were all sorts of excited. You know, poor guy was just like, "I just want to see my girlfriend." Thanks, guys. But he seemed like really nice about it. So kudos to him. Um, yeah, definitely. A few folks definitely got to see him, which was pretty cool. And yeah, he seemed super nice. I think with the way people approached him about getting like a photograph and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he's here next year. What if we get him to come to Comic Con? That'd be cool. Time for Doc to kind of go back to Ball State and see if she can rub some elbows to get some stuff going. Oh, I mean, if he's here hanging out with a girlfriend, he's already got room and board, right? Possibly, maybe. Just saying. All I could think about is just I wouldn't want to mention what is it? Australia, the movie Australia. Um, what a not so good movie. But the funny thing, so the girl who did the promotion for Australia down in Australia is also from Muncie. Um, Last name is Burke, or was. I don't know if she kept her married, divorced name, whatever. Um, but she was down there during Australia, and they're like, hey, you want to take the lead on the promotion for it? And she was like, absolutely. And then it bombed in, Australia. And I was like, man, of how weird things can connect you to people is that stuff. Um, oh. There it is. All right. I might just do this too in this dark. I think on the reference photo I saw it was just black. I don't like that. Not as fun. So I wonder if I should just bring this in closer. Shall we? Ooh, there we go. So I also don't know if anyone's seen the new Toxic Avenger film, but apparently Muncie here, we're not privileged enough to be able to watch it. So I've kind of missed out on it, but I did see that they're coming out with the physical copy of it later, in October? So that should be pretty awesome. So unfortunately, didn't see it in theater, but this should be fun. I don't know. Not a whole. I think there's not. To me, there's not like a whole lot of movies that pique an interest. What did I see last? Oh, Fantastic Four. Jeez, that talk about a brain fart. Yeah, I saw Fantastic Four, which was good. I enjoyed it. I really liked the Kirby-esque look of the film and stuff, and I don't know, really enjoyed it. But with horror movies, not a whole lot has been piquing my interest, or at least stuff that I want to go see. I didn't want to go see the new Conjuring. Was it Conjuring? It's one of those. Did not pique my interest, but it's all right. All right. See if we can muddy this up just a little bit. Isn't too bad. Just come back in later with a few more darks. You'll be all right. Wonder with the James Gunn universe, if he's going to try to incorporate more. I know that he wants to do has been talked about doing other odd characters and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it'd be great to see a GI robot on the screen. But I don't know what other weird characters would be fun from DC. I think DC has kind of let us down on like Doctor Fate and I don't know. I didn't see Superman, so I don't know if. I mean, Supergirl seems interesting, so it'll be cool to see what that follow up will look like with the Supergirl movie. But I mean, and DC doesn't seem to really want to help promote certain things, or somehow that it's not meeting their expectations, like Swamp Thing or Constantine. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Well, I guess I take it back. Sandman has been pretty well liked. I don't know if we'll see more of that though. That's not a DC issue, I do believe. I don't know. I would like to see them try to do a short series run of like House of Mystery or something like that. Where they have really cool, fun, spooky stories. And even doing one of the original Swamp Thing introduction would be fun. But I don't know. I mean, it's the same with also Marvel. I would like to see them do that type of stuff as well. They've got plenty of old monsters from way back in the day that are never really utilized, and oh, I don't know. Let's see if we could get. think I'm spending too much time on that. I just want to make sure. Come on, man. Stay focused. Focus. Here we go. All right. Whew. Oops. I forgot that top. This little section here. All right, 1 second. All right, 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, here we are. I think I'll just make that brown. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if you guys. Some people might know this. I don't know if any one of you guys would think about this as well. If you know the Smiths, all I have is the "Meat Is Murder" album cover stuck on my head because of this. Um, if you haven't seen it, it's a what is it? It's a has a soldier from Vietnam that says "Meat Is Murder" on his helmet, and I can't remember what Smith's helmet it is, but yeah, no, it's stuck on my head. It's kind of funny. So, whew. I have no idea why I'm still drinking coffee at 9 at night. Mm. Why did it taste so good? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, I might make these backpack straps just slightly lighter. Yeah. Woo! Oh, yeah. Yupperinos. And then could bring those back down. Okay. Okay. Make sure that stays that way. Do. Okay. Man. Let's go. Oh, hey man, how's it going? Sorry, I just looked up at the chat thingy, so my apologies if that was super delayed. But yeah, hey, how's it going? uh, whew. Hopefully, it's been a good day for you. You know, chilling is a good thing. I like chilling. It's always nice when it's been, having downtime, time to just relax and do, fun stuff. Like I've been kind of excited about doing this all day. I'm just kind of thinking about what I was going to do. So yeah, chilling's fun, man. Haha. All right, grab this. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Nice, nice. I got to hang out with family earlier today, but my family's actually in town, so not as like one of those things where it's like, man, it's once in a great while. No, I see them. I got to do some renovation type stuff. It was real fun. But man, hopefully you had a good time with your family, man. I take it back. We had family that we haven't seen in a couple of years of my wife's side, and that was super cool. Because it was somewhat unexpected, but we got to talk about family members that we didn't know much about on her side, and it was really, really cool. And then it was her uncle, and the uncle knows more about like our area from like the 70s. So that was kind of cool to pick his brain about how certain stuff looked back then. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. But that's cool. Definitely when it's fun, having some family come in that you're just like, yeah, it should be a good time. That's always, it's a good thing. All right. I was gonna say, man, I could see it on the camera that there was like this whole almost line there wasn't done. So, all right. I wonder if that is what needs to happen. See if this will stop doing the whole constant changing. Because I may have accidentally hit that the other day. Just never fixed it. All right. Oh. Let's see here. I think, yeah, we're just going to kind of make it look fire-ish. You know. So why not? I like that. I like that a lot. Definitely. Right on. I think. So I've been thinking about like the idea of a set, like working on an actual set, and I've yet to really figure it out. And I don't know if like part of me is like I don't know if people would just buy random package stuff or if like they would want like base card type stuff. So I've struggled with the idea of like, cool, what would be a really cool fun set, right? So I don't know, man. If you figure something out, man, tell me. I am tapped out of like figuring out what to do. Because I'm always impressed with um, what was it the Artist Assemble group that I work with. Wonderful group, love them, but it's like we've got multiple people that we all do stuff with. So, and then with the guy that I do the challenges with, like I'm thinking I need to talk to him about like if he would want to do like a set, which would be cool because it's at least two different artists doing something together in a way. So I don't know, man. I know with our challenges and stuff like that, it's hard to get what would you say mass produced cards unless I just have to find the right place to be able to do that. So I don't know. I want to check something out. But I don't know what you think. We think we're done with Buddy here? Or... Try a little experiment on this. Because I definitely want some of these spots a darker green. I don't have a darker green. Let's see if I can blend this together. I think that's fine. Yeah. I know some stuff you could always get around of like copyright issues and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you can't copyright just people. So like if I did a card set of Keanu Reeves, I mean, it just have to be Keanu Reeves out in the wild, not the movies he's been in. I don't know. I just know the small stuff like you can't like copyright of symbols, emblems, and stuff like that. People will go after you. Oh, it's hard to figure out. I wonder if you do like a mashup stuff if that helps out because I know I don't know, I'll have to look it up because I don't want to be like making it up. But I want to say like Garbage Pail Kids had a small bit of issue, but I think because of Cabbage Patch, but they're making parodies, of other stuff with sort of the Cabbage Patch look. So I don't know if like making parodies of like the nurse of Heath Ledger as the Joker, but you do it with Michael Myers. I think that'd be hilarious. Like mixing up definitely hero stuff with, or superhero stuff with horror movies would be, I think, kind of funny. I don't know, Scooby Doo type versions of stuff. I don't know. Oh gosh, I think that's good. I mean, I'm glad someone has those type of ideas. I think that's pretty cool. I just can't. I'm not always, like I said, man. It's sometimes hard for me to even do that. Oh, let me sign that. I don't know. I want to make parody cards of art stuff that's if that would do something too, like doing Dolly parody cards or like stuff like that. I don't know. All right, Dr. Phosphorus. Well, seeing some issues, but that's okay. We can fix some of that. Let's do a little bit. I know, like some parody stuff. I mean, Marvel and DC parody their own stuff at times too, so it gets tricky. I know what I need to find. Haha. I feel like, okay. I could see that sort of being like that Ratfink designs, um, Crash Bandicoot, and definitely that, and a Ghost Rider. That would make me think of that so much. Which funny, I saw Ratfink. Someone had hand painted their own version of it, like a Ratfink design. It looked so good, and I was very impressed with the shop because it was definitely someone's actual car shop. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that would be really cool, like a Ratfink version of a lot of those games, like Spyro. What's that? Not because Bandicoot just popped up. Banjo and Kazooie, stuff like that. That would be super cool. Um, Definitely those. What do you say? 2000s games. And those platformers were definitely so different at the time. And I never played Spyro until the remake came out because I just wasn't a fan of platformers because, man, I didn't feel like I had enough control over seeing where I was going and stuff like that. So I just said forget it. But yeah, playing the remakes have been pretty cool and fun. Um, I hadn't played the Crash Bandicoot ones, but I like the fact that they're like, hey, let's take something classic and definitely remaking it and then actually tweaking it to where it works even a little bit better now. I like that idea. I like that a little bit more. I just feel like he's kind of an experiment at this point. I'm going to write that down real quick. Oh. All right. Man, I am just, don't know what to do with this guy's background. Hmm. Well, Okay. Let's go with this. Might as well. I think it is time to pick up some new markers. Definitely getting a little dry, especially with this one. Like, man, this camera's definitely picking it up, but so definitely looks like that stuff will be on the next thing to do. Here recently, I've picked up some quills to start doing some old school inking methods, but we'll see. I like using the microns and stuff like that. I think microns are really good. I think it's because I was comfort. I don't like trying new techniques of stuff because I don't want to waste anything. I don't want to ruin anything. But I also know if I'm not going to get better if I don't try something else and maybe find new methods that I could either improve on or like have better control over. I know with sketch cards, there's no reason to do anything than what I'm doing now. I mean, there's definitely things I could be doing. It's watching Bill Sinkovich do some of his work and the mixed media stuff that he does just makes a ton of sense to do with sketch cards as well, which I think that's how is it Philip Tanz? I can't remember Philip's name. There's a couple guys that use similar techniques and similar what would you call it, mixing of medias the way they do. So it makes sense. Which I think they use pastels just to kind of like brush in. So, which is pretty cool, man. And definitely, like, you get this really nice effect of doing highlights and other things, transitions of colors. But, dude, this is just not. Yep. It's just what it is, man. We're just going to have to get new markers. That's all that is. And the place I usually get my markers from is no longer here. So we're just going to have to go on a little journey. So, yeah. No. Because, yeah, I don't like how this is spotty. Yeah. And silly me, I threw away a lot of that extra. Yeah, treat myself. Eventually, I do need to do that. Yeah, I think eventually I'm going to definitely pick up. I threw away a lot of those art materials because either I was like, I'll never use them because I hadn't used them in like 20 some years or however long and just didn't think it was necessary. Here I am going, maybe I should. Goofy. So, wheel. Okay. So we got Dr. Phosphorus done. But, and I hate to say it, I think I overdid it today. And I'm going to have to jump off. Man, my body is aching like an old man. But at least I got on here for a bit. It was fun. Definitely getting Dr. Phosphorus and then GI Robot done. I mean, these guys have been inked for some time, so one's better than the other. But all right, thank you for jumping in, man. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely, I will be on next weekend, next Saturday. So I will see you folks then. Take it easy.